Hello everyone, Spinello here from Objects Media. Today we will see how to make a faux ring light using only Photoshop and nothing else. You can see some of the results here. And now, let's learn how to do it. Hello everyone, today I just want to show you a little tip, a little trick for all of those people out there that like the effect of a ring light but they do not have a ring light. This is a fairly cheap way of doing a ring light if you know a little bit of Photoshop. If you don't have a ring light, this is a quick way to make a ring light in Photoshop, and then I'll explain afterwards how you can use it if you don't have a ring light. So what you'll need is image editing software similar to Photoshop. You'll need a screen like a TV or something like that. That's basically it. You'll need that, and obviously a dark room where you will shoot in, because you need the darkness so that you can find the light. Anyway, cheesy things aside, let's go make it in Photoshop. So this is obviously the final result, but we are going to make it in Photoshop. So let's get going. So let's just create a new file. Let's make it 1920 by 1080. Alrighty. Let's double click on your background over there. Let's press G for the paint bucket tool. You double click on the color swatches over here, the color picker, you make it black. You use your bucket, then you click on the new layer icon at the bottom over there. Oh no, I lie. You don't do that. You go to the circle tool, the ellipse tool, my bad, and then you create a circle. You don't need to worry if you get it directly in the middle or not. Remember to keep in shift when you're doing this, so that if you don't keep in shift, then your circle will be wonky like that. So shift click and drag round about that size. Let's go here to full. We'll make this white. Make this white over there. Let's just get it in the middle. So let's make it, sorry, I need to say what I'm doing. You go align to canvas, you go horizontal centers, vertical centers. I'm using an older version of Photoshop, so if you are using the latest version of Photoshop, it might be a little bit different. I'm just going to lock the background layer so that it doesn't get in the way. Let us, oh, I see, I am, sorry about that, I'm blocking this part over here. So when you created your new layer, this is where you click over here. You click over here for new layer. Sorry about that. I'm still very new to this. This is my first tutorial on this channel. I will tell you a bit more about myself in future videos, but yeah, it's just a bit tricky to get used to everything. I haven't done this in a long while, and I'm hoping to do this a lot more. So once you have drawn your ellipse, your circle, select it, and instead of clicking on new layer, you click on subtract front shape. Then the next circle, you'll see that the icon has changed. There's a little bit of a minus on it. The next circle will have the minus icon on it. So if you keep in space while you are creating your shape, you can move it around to wherever you want it to be. So there you go. That's the basis of our light. This would be a lot easier to create in Illustrator, but I prefer the glow in Photoshop because that's what we're going to do next. I prefer the glow workflow in Photoshop to Illustrator. I usually work in Illustrator for everything, and it's so weird because I was very lazy to learn Illustrator. I only know Illustrator for the last couple of years, and I can kick myself for not learning it earlier. So if you are wanting to do awesome illustrations and things like that, definitely teach yourself Illustrator. But as I'm waffling, I'm not reading what I'm looking for here. So once you have your shape sorted, you double click on the layer over here, and then you can go to outer glow, and you can see it's already looking, I mean, I didn't even need to tweak any settings. That glow is looking awesome. So you can, depending on the light that you want, you could change this to another color. So if you, let's say you want more of a red glow, or you want your light to be red, you double click this square on your layer over here, and you say that you want your light to be red. Then you double click on the layer in the open space, you go to outer glow, and you make your glow reddish, like a neon reddish sort of a color. And then you have a red light. If you want a quick fix to change this light's color without going into those settings every time, you can go over here to, where's hue and saturation. You can create a adjustment layer with hue and saturation. Then wherever you drag the hue slider, it will change the color of your light. So you can keep this file saved. Then when, for whatever video you want to do, you can just change this this hue slider. Say for instance your theme has something to do with alien things, and you want to make it like a neon green sort of a light. You can change it to a neon green color. You can change it to basically anything on our visible color spectrum. But we are not going to do that, so I will delete this hue and saturation adjustment layer, and I will also go back and make it white again. For our purposes of this video, we are going to use the white light. We're just going to double tap in the outer glow and make that a brilliant white. You can play around with the opacity of the glow as well. So if you want a really chunky glow, you can almost remove the light, remove the border around your light. I don't want it to be that hard, maybe like that. So you click save, and or save as, which is Shift Control S, and you can save it as whatever you want it. I'll just call this light 1 because I already have one there. I'll just replace it, and then you'll have to export it, or just Shift Control S again, and then you click the drop down. JPEG or PNG should be fine. I'll just go with a high-res JPEG because remember, you are going to put this onto a TV. If your TV can take USB, I use my TV as a second screen, so I know the capabilities of the TV. Or if you have a humongous monitor, that's also fine. But you'll see why you want to use your TV for this in the second step of this tutorial. So yeah, now your picture is saved, and we are ready to move on to the next step. This image viewer that I use is called OpenView, with a little red cat over there in the corner. I will do a tutorial on why I use OpenView, but for now we will move on to the next step. So the next part of what you want to do is you load the picture onto your screen like so, and then what you would want to do is you would want to put your phone over here, your phone or your tripod, your gorilla pod, whatever you are shooting with, your camera. You'll put it over there, and then you'll put your face like over here, so sort of where the microphone is, and then you put your camera over here, and then you will see the ring light effect on your face. So your TikTok could look something like this. It should, depending on the device that you're using, the camera or the phone that you're using, should work out just fine. I would obviously suggest go get yourself a ring light, but until you have one, this can work. There you have it, everyone. If you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe. And make sure to check the description where there are links to other cool stuff, including a free download for the image we just made. It is #FreeFriday after all.